What is up, people of YouTube? I'm your host Vernon. This is a top secret spot. Let's fish that. Okay guys, I'm just joking. This is not a top secret spot. I'm actually at Lava Butte. I made my way down a lot further than I normally do to find a little spot out here. I am still, of course, searching for a new species for my life list, so I made my way back out here to Lava Butte. But this time around, I'm heading down a bit further down the creek. One of my viewers actually told me about a particular pool where you have a lot bigger fish and lots of different fish swimming around. I'm actually trying to locate that pool. Behind me here we have a pool, but I don't know if it's the one the viewer talked about. Lots of different spots along the way. Going to try and hit all of them. Okay, so Las Vegas has been setting some new records lately. Las Vegas is currently in the longest streak where we didn't have any rain or any precipitation. Very dry out here. However, next to this creek, it is very lush, very green, lots of plants growing. To get out here is not that easy. You have to get through all these plants to get to these wide open spaces. It's worth it to get out here. The view we have in this place is amazing. If you do not fish, I would simply come out here just to have a look and see what it's all about out here. Okay guys, change of plan. I managed to break my one reel. It broke off completely. I don't think I'm going to be using my second rod and reel in the deeper holes. I did see some carp swimming around there, so I will still try and get some of them. However, I'm going to use my light setup first, trying to see what I can find around before trying to target some bigger fish, as I think on this light line targeting some big fish may not be as successful. Alright guys, when heading out to places like this, please do remember to be careful, especially if you have grass and water. This is the ideal place for snakes to be hiding, so do keep an eye out on where you're stepping and where you're going. Alright guys, first fish on again for today. We have green sunfish. There we are guys, nice lippable green sunfish. Let's get him back down to the water. Been trying to target a school of tilapia, but they don't seem to want to go for the little night crawlers. But this little green sunfish was more than happy to go for my night crawlers. Let's get him back into the water. So remember when dropping them to try and drop them head first. Off he goes. There we are guys, second little fish for today is a baby largemouth bass. hooked in the top lip. Tiny little largemouth bass. Let's get him back into the water. Alright guys, same thing, head first, and off he goes. Alright guys, finally managed to land one of these little tilapias. Not a new species for me unfortunately, but at least I finally got one. Alright guys, just for a bit of fun, swapped over to my inline spinner. Lots of baby bass out here. Been casting out there with the spinner, catching a few. And that's about the size of the bass I keep getting. Bunch of small little largemouth bass, but this one's mom and dad needs to be in here somewhere. I'm going to keep on looking. Quickly release this guy. You will notice that I haven't shown you any footage of me releasing the little tilapia I caught. Quite simply, I did not release that tilapia. They are not meant to be in these waters. They're an invasive species, so I'm not releasing the tilapia. That's why I didn't show you any footage of me releasing that one. Alright guys, this on the other hand is a new species for me. However, this little one does not count. This is a Placo. They tend to be vegetarians. This one did not go for the hook. This one was snagged. Because it's snagged, it does not count for my life list, but I'll take some pictures nonetheless. These are little armored catfish. They have some nasty spines and stuff on them. Not sure how to handle this one. You can see the hook there in the back. So this does not count for my life list, although it is the first Placo that I've ever caught. Again, a fish that's in these waters that's not supposed to be in here. So again, this little guy is not going to get released because this is a species that's not allowed to be in here. So I'm not releasing this one. Alright guys, our little Placo armor catfish. Having one this size means that they are breeding. There are enough of them here in Lava Butte to have a breeding population. So this one, it's only one small guy that's not going to go back to the water. It's not going to make a difference because of the ones that's already in there, but at least it's one piece of food that some other fish can eat rather than this one. Alright guys, finally managing to get some of these lovely little tilapias. Like I said, they're invasive, should not be in these waters, so we're not releasing these guys. Okay, so having caught 3 of these little tilapias at least, this should have been a pretty good chance to do a tilapia catch and cook. However, I don't believe that I would want to eat any fish coming from this water here in Lava Butte. This is not the cleanest water there is. Lots of urban runoff in this water. So I would not be eating any of the fish I catch from this water in any case. So we're not going to do a catch and cook. Alright guys, the plan this morning was to hit a few different holes all the way back up there. The problem was I had broke my one reel, meaning I only had one rod. This meant I had to keep on changing between small hooks, big hooks and lures and stuff to see what I can find in these waters, meaning I spend a lot of time in this one hole. Saw quite a lot of carp out there, also saw quite a few catfish, one brown catfish, I think that might have been a flathead. Was trying to catch that, but it just didn't want any interest in my baits. And other than that, I finally managed to get some tilapias. Like I said, not a new species for me. The little Placo, that was a new species, but again, that was not hooked in the mouth, so that doesn't count for my life list. Quite a lot of bass out there, small guys, so I caught quite a lot of fish, but unfortunately nothing new to add to my life list. People do say that these little sucker fish tend to stick to where you have these water inlets, where you have turbulent water. Using this light setup, I cannot get my baits in there. They keep washing down river. So if you guys know where to find these little sucker fish, please do go down in the comments and tell me, what did you do to catch your sucker fish? Okay, I'm currently running out of water, so I'm going to start making my way back to the car. Hitting some spots along the way. Gonna keep out the little GoPro. If I manage to catch something, I'll show this footage after the ending of this video. Alright, but I want to thank you for following me out here. Thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed this, please do give me a thumbs up. If you're new to the channel, please consider hitting the subscribe button, joining my community. Leave me any hints and tips down in the comments, or ask any questions down there as well. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time.